Good day, good people. It's Rusty Money here on PlayStation Network and Rusty Money Gaming on YouTube. We are here on No Man's Land for Farming Simulator 22 on PlayStation 5 with my creation of my Grandpa's Farm 22, where I use mods from the Mod Hub and build my Grandpa's Farm. That was in real life from my childhood living back in Iowa. So welcome everybody. Welcome Kobe Gaming, Flash Gaming. Welcome everybody. How are we doing today? So wait to see if a few more people pop in here and we will show you what we got going on. We've got a few little surprises today as well. So how is Kobe and Flash doing? How are you guys doing today? Chinook, my friend, welcome. B-Gay, welcome. 7 awesome people here so far. Welcome, everybody. We'll wait just a couple more minutes and I will go into showing what's going on here. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Thanks for asking there, Kobe. And Flash says, doing great, thanks. I'm doing all right, doing pretty good. Joe Braxton Anders, welcome along, my friend. Driver 53, but you are the most awesome one here, Rusty. Thanks, buddy. Love you, brother. Yeah, so we'll show you what we got going on here in just a second. So, what I wanted to do today, everybody, was just kind of have a little bit of a live stream here showing you what I would say is 95% complete for what I want to do right now with this if you will, Let's Play series that everybody loved back on FS19. Well, it's much bigger than it was on FS19. I not only have Grandpa's Farm that you're familiar with from FS19, which was Grandpa JR's farm. I also have Grandpa Carl's farm. I have Uncle Mark's farm. I have Great Uncle Jack's mechanic shop property. And I also have what was called Woodland Dairy, a very first dairy back home in a county where I'm originally from in Iowa. And this dairy farm would be fictional because I don't have anything in my memory because I wasn't here then to know what it looked like. So the Woodland Dairy is fictional build. The rest of them are from what I remember growing up and my mom helping me put the buildings into places where you will see them. Of course, not all the mods I used from the Mod Hub exactly resemble what you would see in real life, but it's just the idea to help tell stories from my childhood as we play Farming Simulator 22 here on No Man's Land. So, to start things off here, we are going to kind of have this as a series where we got to build up the equipment. So we only have equipment here on this place called Woodland Dairy, which is a small little dairy farm with lots of small equipment and 4 fields surrounding it. Jody, welcome along. So I have used the Hessian Farm Pack for part of this farm build, and we'll just show you our equipment here. And we'll go into a couple of other surprises. One that's here very soon. So we have, to start off, a small little Massey Ferguson 253 with the front loader attachment in that shed. Over here, we have behind these doors, we have ourselves a little Farmall M and a little tiny truck. And then if we go this direction, we have a little old brick barn back here with a little tipper trailer and a little tiny seeder and a cultivator and a subsoiler. All right, that's what we got so far right there. Now, if we go this way here, we also have a bale trailer right there, and then we have a old potato harvester and the front loader for our little Massey Ferguson. And then we have a little animal transport trailer and a windrow and a teddy. And then if we go this direction here, we have a little case baler, and here's our plowing tractor because we're back in the old day. We need some power. So we got a little slow plowing tractor right here. Big A and Michael and John C. Pepper and Jody and everybody, welcome. All right, now there's one other surprise, and the second surprise isn't here yet, but will be coming. There's one other surprise. We got to go find a hay bale, though. So we got to go this direction. We got to get a hay bale so we can go feed some cows. And in here we have a little truck and a little John Deere tractor and a mower. But let's go get a hay bale up here in this hay loft. Whoa, what the heck are you doing here, Nuclear?
Hey, Rusty. How you doing?
I'm doing great, my friend. So we got Nuclear Salmon here. I invited a few people because this was a very, very large mod install list. And Nuclear was game for it. So Nuclear Salmon is here to help me here on Grandpa's farm today. And we also will have a surprise guest coming in later. As soon as he gets home from work, that is going to join us. So we'll get busy here, and I will have Nuclear. Oh, I forgot one other piece of equipment. Another piece of equipment is in this shed right here. We got ourselves a little FAR 66 harvester. But
Nice.
now if I jump in the landscape screen, I will show you our little farm lookout here. So this is what this farm looks like right here. This is what we call Woodland Dairy that my uncle talked to me about, which was started on my grandma's side of the family back home in Iowa many, many years ago. So just a fictional build because I don't know what it looked like. He didn't have any pictures or anything like that. So we got a grass field right here. And we've got a little potato field right here. And then back over here, I have I think this has got wheat in it right here. And then we have a soybean field right here. And we will have cows and chickens on this farm right here. Now, I will go into the landscape screen, or not the landscape screen, but the menu screen, and I'll show you what else we got going on. So if we go into our menus here, I'll show you a couple other things. And Nuclear, if you want to start harvesting or do whatever, you're welcome to play around, my friend.
Okay. So you said you wanted to do this grass field first?
Yeah, we can do whichever one, the grass field, that wheat, that soybean field, or whatever it is, or we can do the potatoes, whichever you wish.
Okay.
So you get started, and I'll be right there with you shortly.
Alrighty.
So we have a maple syrup farm production point here on the map. We have what's called JR Silage Company. We have a distributor for open air gardens. We have Woodland Woodcrafts, which is over at Uncle Mark's farm, because on Uncle Mark's farm, once my Uncle Mark kind of retired from farming, he built part of his tractor shop into a wood shop. and he makes all kinds of furniture, kitchen cabinets, cupboards, all homemade, right on the farm, and ships them out. And then we have Grandma Bev's garden, and we have Great Aunt Corinne's garden. We have Grandpa JR's ethanol, because my Grandpa JR was known for making ethanol in the state of Iowa. And then we have Calhoun Feed Services. We have our little donut production called Sweet Things, and we have a lime production point and Woodland Silage. And then if we go into animals, we have the sheep over at Uncle Mark's farm. We have 2 cattle barns at Grandpa JR's farm. We have chickens and over here at Woodland Chickens. We have Grandpa JR's chickens, Woodland cattle, Grandpa Carl's cattle, and Grandpa Carl's pigs. So we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, what, 8? 8 animal pens, I think, right there. 3, 6, yeah, 8. 8 animal pens in total. Oh, Brian Lee, welcome. Hey, buddy, I guess I should say happy retirement. Is that even a word? Milk that hen. Hey, thanks for the hello, my friend. Yeah, it's not really a retirement. It's more of a switch of career, because I can always go back. I just need to maintain my continuing education. Rusty, is that your pants over your shoulder? No, that over there is a blanket. It's a tie knot blanket. Sorry, I usually clean all that up back there. And back there behind me is another blanket on the other side of the couch. Sorry, but yeah, no. Ha ha ha, yeah, yeah. So I'm in my living room. I'm in my living room. Sorry, that's just the way it is. That's where we're at. Welcome, everybody. Right? As long as we're having fun, it's all that counts.
Yep.
So, yeah. So I'll just take you on a little air ride here in my drone, and we'll go over to these other farms. We'll let Nuclear get busy harvesting that field there. Did you say a why not blanket? A tie knot blanket. Here is Uncle Mark's farm. My Uncle Mark, he liked raising sheep, so we got a sheep farm over here. We don't have any animals yet on any of the farms, but we have a grass field in behind the old barn. And the way that these buildings are placed is where they were in real life, or I should say where they are in real life. This farm here still exists. My aunt and uncle still live on this farm here. So the sheep are attached right to the barn, and of course I can't necessarily do that on console, so that's how I built it to resemble that here. Backwoods, welcome, my friend. And then back here we have some sheds for equipment, and then I use the packing facility mod for carpentry right here to resemble Uncle Mark's wood shop. So that's where that is. And then we have Uncle Mark and Aunt Valerie's house right there with the garage. They have a 2-car garage attached. And then we have a silo over here, which he has a silo in that same area. And then the fields are fictional, so we have a pretty good sized field right here we can do something with. And then another field out here in front of the house too. Actually, a highway travels this direction, right directly in front of my aunt and uncle's house. They live right off the highway. So if we leave Uncle Mark's house and we go back down the road here, we can go to Grandpa JR's house, which my Uncle Mark is a son to Grandpa JR. We can stop by our donut shop right there. But here is Grandpa JR's farm, which you are familiar with in FS19, but it looks different here for FS22. So, quick story here. This right here is supposed to be a church bell on a big brick foundation, but I don't have anything to resemble a church bell unless somebody knows of something on console that I'm missing. So that's a church bell, and us kids used to ring that bell all the time and drive Grandpa nuts. And then I have a maple syrup production point right here for a certain reason, and some of you probably know why I have that there already. And then we have a shed attached, not necessarily to the house, but as close as we can get to the house. And then just this direction from the house was a machine shed. How was your last shift? So my last shift, my last shift last night was full of frozen ice all over town, but I never got one call until I got home and was in bed, and at about 2:15 in the morning, the phone rang. So I did get a call out. But anyway, so we got a little machine shed right here. Nothing major though. This right here is an old brick barn that I couldn't find a really good barn that resembled the corn crib. This is the corn crib in real life, and I just wasn't anything I wanted to use from the mod hub, so I chose the old brick barn just to save on slots. And I got a fictional water point distributor behind that. This area, milk that hen, take care, everyone got a dash. All right, milk that hen, we'll see you, buddy. This area right here was, when's the celebration stream so we can have a virtual beer with you? Well, this is the celebration stream backwoods, but I don't got any beer. I just got some soda pop.
I got some Red Bull.
Nuclear's got Red Bull.
A little early for the barley water.
Right? But this area was hard to resemble in 22 the way I wanted to resemble it. In 19, I used a silo from the map called Sosnovka because I just liked the way it resembled what I wanted it to show. But this is the area on the farm where my grandpa made ethanol, which also was the grain silo as well. So this is kind of a fictional build, but in my mind, there's certain things about these mods that you will see here as to what they resemble. Careful, Nuclear, that stuff gives you wings. Did you hear that, Nuclear?
Yeah, we're gonna have some flying fish here soon.
Nuke and I will get on well. I love Red Bull. Says Chinook.
Nice.
So, in real life, there is a blue harvester silo in real life. And so that's why I chose this silage fermenter point right here. Peter Wilbur, hey everybody in the chat. And Rusty, also, how's everyone doing? Because my day is going great. Thanks, Peter. Mine's going great, too. First day as a civilian. That's what I call it, anyway. But anyway.
Back to the civvies.
Back to the civvies, yeah. Back to the civvies. So, yeah. So, this little decoration building by Alien Jim, this was a really tiny little square office building in real life that was attached to the silo area, which I have the Granger Silo here. And this office area is where they had the some of the, oh goodness sakes, lab testing equipment, I guess, if you will, that was in it. And they had a break room in there and stuff. And then I just added the workshop and this fruit buy point here from 82 Studios. And then this here is just a decorative silo that is resembling a very tall side of the structure in real life, where my grandpa had built an automated conveyor belt system to feed the cows. And so they fed the cows right from this barn, or I shouldn't say this barn, right from the silo point, and that auger system ran all the way over to the cow yard across the property. And I believe it was all, I think it was overhead. It was overhead or underground. I don't remember which, to be honest. But my grandpa built the entire thing. And then inside, so if I jump, let's go drive over there. And I'll show you. Let's see. We'll get the pickup. That'll be the quickest. We'll get the pickup here, and I'll drive over there and show you a little bit about that Granger Silo and why I chose the Granger Silo for this build. Backwoods, I meant to send you a message yesterday to congratulate you. Sorry, I was super busy. No problem, Backwoods, no problem. I've been getting messages all day. I got a message actually at about 5 o'clock this morning when I was deep asleep. I heard the phone go off. It was one of my brother's classmates from high school. Alright, so the reason I chose this Granger Silo is a couple of things. So this Granger Silo has that steam point right there, as you can see, and then on the inside of this Granger Silo is built like that. Bruce's Gaming, welcome my friend. And this right here, I absolutely love this decoration inside this silo. And I chose this silo to be the resemblance of the still area that was attached to the grain silo on Grandpa JR's farm. So this is our still area where we're actually producing the ethanol, even though we're not. We're actually producing the ethanol. I'll show you over that direction in the distance, over there, straight ahead of me. But I didn't like that big, huge thing, because that building structure over there is huge. I didn't like that over here. So I made my own representation right here. Nice, I got all Dad's tractors serviced and snow equipment attached so he's ready for winter. Also got my Harley and his put in the... cool, Backwoods, cool. So, yeah, that's this area right here. And then right behind the ethanol still and grain silo system and the feeding system was a large pile of corn cobs right here. And I was going to terraform the ground and paint it and make it somewhat look like a pile of corn cobs, but I didn't like that idea because it would make it look like a mess. So, what I may do is move this point right here. This is a feed buyer point, if I remember right, is the name of it. Maybe move this little thing and put it back here. But there was a very large corncob pile back here with, I think, a small little silage bunker. But us kids, my brother and I and my cousins used to climb to the top of that corncob pile, and my grandpa would get very, very PO'd. Because we would break the corn cobs, and my grandpa came up with this idea of making ethanol on the family farm, all because of a corn cob. Because a corn cob just one corn cob produces an unbelievable amount of heat if you're not familiar with what it would do. it gets very, very, very hot, just one corn cob. And he was very enthused by that, and so the corn cob is what the heating element was to produce the ethanol on the old family farm back home in Calhoun County, Iowa. So that is that. And then behind that there was an old a chicken coop, and the chicken coop was kind of right next to the corncob pile. And then there was an old front door sliding. My mom told me it had like two or three big sliding doors on the front of it. So I chose this carport shed right here, and they faced this way, as you see in what you're looking at. So, and then all the fields that we have here at Grandpa JR's farm, all these fields are just fictional in placement. It's more about the farm build itself as to how I wanted to talk about it. But that's what it looks like for right now. That's Grandpa JR's farm build right there. It may change over time, but that's what that looks like. Now, if we go this way, and nuclear's just harvesting away right there. If we go this way, we'll go over here, and we got some sell points and production points right here. Let's drive over there, actually. Let's drive over there, because then I can, let's get back to the pickup. We'll just drive over there. We'll drive over there. We'll go to Great Uncle Jack's little mechanic shop. So, my Great Uncle Jack was a brother to Grandpa JR. And my Great Uncle Jack, he didn't really farm. He had a pasture area that he kind of rented out for a farmer to put a few cows in or horses. And I remember as a child there being cows and horses both on that pasture at different times throughout my life. And then he just ran a mechanic shop and serviced tractors and combines and all kinds of things. So right here I have a storage container, sell everything here, just because he had some different outbuildings around the shop that he stored a bunch of parts and stuff in. So this is Great Uncle Jack and Great Aunt Corrine's place right here. Here is the little pasture area. This was fenced off in real life. I don't got it fenced off here. And it had cows or horses in it at one or another time. And then my Great Aunt Corrine had some gardens, did some gardening. So I got an open air garden right here where she had the garden approximately. And then the house and the garage, it was a detached two-car garage. And they sat in pretty much the same directions as what you're seeing them placed here. And the walking path from the house to the shop, pretty much all in the same correlation as it would be in real life. And then he had just it was a one bay. It might have been like further back. I can't remember. I just remember the front of it being a one bay operation. So he pretty much could only work on one thing at a time, from what I can remember. So a small little area for Great Uncle Jack's, but this is where we can bring our equipment and get it repaired if we want. And then another fictional field right here, and then we go over to Grandpa Carl's farm, which is my mom's dad, my mom and dad's, or my mom's parents' place. And my Grandpa Carl's farm was not very far from Great Uncle Jack's. It was just down the road. And here is Grandpa Carl's farm. All of this here, he had a pretty big piece of property. He also not only farmed, but had a trucking business. So he hauled grain for other farmers in the area. And the buildings that you will see here is all the buildings that my mom chose to represent her mom and dad's farm for you all. So everything that you see here is what my mom picked out from the mod hub. So we have a garden here because Grandma Bev loves to garden, and it was right across from the house. And this area right here was actually fenced off, but I don't have the fence around this field. So this was all fenced off right here, and at one time or another, they had chickens in it. At one time, they had horses in it, and then they had some cows in this little pasture. But it's not fenced off in this and what you're seeing here. The house sat just in this direction, and the gravel road traveled right by the house, just as you see here. It had a detached two-car garage along with the one-car garage right next to it. And then behind the house, oh, my swing set. I must have a mod that I accidentally turned off. There was a swing set that's supposed to be right here. I must have that turned off. That's all right. That's only minor. That's one thing out of the hundreds of mods that got turned on for this thing. And then,
your playground.
right? And here is an old chicken coop building and an old hog shed. They were never used that my mom can remember even, but they're right behind the garage, an old chicken coop and an old hog shed. So she just picked out those two little decorative sheds from the end game. And then there was a silage bunker right over here. And then my grandpa had a big red barn, and that's where the cattle were. And the cattle went all the way from here, where you see the fence and this field. They went all the way back around, all the way over here. He had a very large cow operation. And then the pigs, he had a pig barn that sat right next to the cattle. But between the pig barn and the cow barn was a machine shed. And the doors actually faced this direction. So my mom chose this building shed pack for the sheds that were on Grandpa's farm, Grandpa Carl's farm. And then down the way, there actually was two different residences on the same property. So at one time, when I was a little kid, I actually lived in this house down here on Grandpa Carl's farm. And there was a two-car garage that was detached next to it. And then over this way was the silo system with an old corn crib. And then some other storage sheds back here. And then I added in this big shed right here, which will have the trucks parked in it once I get trucks. And then I just added in the seed fertilizer and lime points right here. So this right here is all fictional, but the rest of this, what you see right here, in relation to buildings and all that, that's all what you would see in real life. Just, of course, not the same thing because I can't exactly replicate. But that's kind of what's going on here so far with Grandpa's farm build 22 here on No Man's Land, which I started clear back on No Man's Land in FS19. So that's just a quick little tour. Now I would like to add Uncle Marty's farm. I just haven't done so, and the question as to why I haven't done so is how many animal pens, because I've heard a bunch of different answers. How many animal pens can we have on console? Because this is the most I've ever had, and I got 8 right now. Uncle Marty's farm will have hogs on it, and only hogs and maybe chickens. because my Uncle Marty was a hog farmer, and that's the only farm I haven't put on here. And he lived over by Storm Lake, Iowa. I should say still does live over by Storm Lake, Iowa. So now we'll get back over here and spend some time with Nuclear and get some farming done for y'all. So that's just a little brief of some things about Grandpa's farm anyway. And as I continue to play this series, I always come up with some other memory that just hits me off, and so I go talk about it. But those are some of the ones that I can remember right now that I wanted to touch on. Alright, let's go down there by Nuclear and see what we can do. We'll hop the fence here. Oh, we're even full. Good timing. Good timing. Is that all from this field then?
Yeah, yep.
Ah, cool. That's not too bad. 5,000 liters off this little field. Plus whatever you're going to get there.
I got 1,000 sitting in the combine right now.
I didn't know that Nuclear was in your stream. Yeah, Nuclear Salmon is here, Peter.
Hello,
yep,
Peter.
so late last night, well, it wasn't real late, but it might be late for some other people in the world, but I sent out a couple of messages to a few people that I knew would maybe have room for mods, and Nuclear was one of them, and so he accepted the invite, and so he's here farming with us today. Now, I will say that you'll have to send me a Discord message, but anybody that is currently in the live stream chat right now, I have it set up for crossplay. I have a password, but you'll have to send me a Discord message in order to get the password, but you are welcome to join. I will just tell you that there's a very large mod list, so you're going to want to make sure you have room for mods. And that's why I knew Nuclear would get on here, is because he plays on PC, and it wouldn't take much for him to download this stuff.
Yeah, no, I had it downloaded in like 5 seconds.
Yeah. So, but anybody that is currently in the live stream chat, if you do want to hop in here with us, you're more than welcome to do so. Just put in the chat that you have sent me a Discord message, and I will send you the password.
I did not know that this harvester, it kind of eats the grain.
Does it?
Stop. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I haven't used it before, so.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, never mind.
No JD mods. Rabbit Rob, you're a funny guy. You're a funny guy, Rabbit Rob. Look at that thing right there.
Hey, Rabbit Rob.
So that's the other thing. So as I continue to live stream this from time to time, I will tell you what tractors Grandpa JR had when he first started farming. Those will be the first couple of tractors we purchased, and I'll show you why I chose what tractor mod to resemble which, in my opinion, if that makes sense. So yeah, but we're a little ways from that. right now. We got money, but I just kind of wanted to show it off right now, and then again we'll go into buying more equipment, adding some new things in, and yeah, telling some more stories about Grandpa and Grandpa, and Uncle Jack and Uncle Mark and Uncle Marty and whoever else. Probably even tell some stories of a little pig named Arnold. Because on Grandpa Carl's farm, us kids, all of us cousins, my brother and I had a couple of, well, I had at that time four other cousins, I think, yeah, if I can remember right, in the age that I can remember back then, that were born. And we always found let's say a cow or a pig that we found interesting for some reason, or seemed like that they liked being our friend, and we would name them. Well, there was a pig that was on Grandpa JR's farm that we named Arnold, and he was one of those two-tone brown pigs that had the black spots on it. I can't think, what breed of pig that is, but anyway, we named him Arnold, and we always let him out of the hog pen, and Grandpa got really mad at us kids all the time. But we knew he never hurt us. He just followed us around the yard like he was our little puppy dog. And of course we'd chase him from time to time too, but none of us ever got hurt or anything, but Grandpa sure got mad. All right, I think we still can use this, right? Yeah. We got to do we gotta do that potato harvest and that grass harvest, but let's do the grass harvest I think first.
Okie dokie.
We'll put this in there. We can probably start both, actually. What do you want to use to mow? Our mower's back here. I can move this John Deere. It's probably not really something too big to mow with that.
Nice sickle bar there.
Yeah. So you can use one of the other tractors if you want to mow. I don't think we need to use this one. This one might be good for harvesting the potatoes. Farmer Groot, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Model House Man, welcome. Dirt Farmer, welcome. If I missed you earlier. So yeah, just a little live stream here today, just to show you my personal build where I took mods from the mod hub and laid them out in correlation to real life farms in my childhood. Good, and you, where did you get these sheds at? Which sheds, Farmer Groot? Which sheds? This one? Which sheds, Farmer Groot? This is the old brick barn by Camelios, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's by Camelios. No, the one you put the truck in. Oh. Farmer Groot, all of this right here is the Hessian Farm Pack, Groot. All of this in the middle is the Hessian Farm Pack. Except for, of course, this manure bunker and water point and windmill. All of these buildings, this cow barn right here, this shed, the house, and that shed and silo are all Hessian Farm Pack mod. where you will find the Hessian fermenting silo right there. Chad from CBW Farms, welcome, my friend. How you doing today, Chad? All right, Nuclear is going to start mowing over there, and I'm going to start trying to harvest this potatoes for a little bit here. Won't do all potatoes. We'll go over to doing some of that grass work with Nuclear. Let's let him get some of it mowed first. I've never used this mod right here, but I found it in the mod hub. I didn't even know it existed or forgot it existed. But a little potato harvester only holds 2,000 liters. I gotta turn on this help window though, because I've never used it, so I don't know. I don't know its operation at all. Of course, we probably gotta unfold it. Okay, and then lower it. Okay, that should be it. Fury Machine Gaming, welcome. Stopped in quick while the wife cooks, and she's kicked me out of the kitchen. I'll stay for as long as I can. What are you eating the food as she's making it, or what? That'd be what my dad would do. My dad would always pester my mom and eat some of the food she was trying to make. And then we'd get done. She'd get all done, and we'd sit down to eat, and she would ask us how it was and all that, and we'd say it was good. And Dad would then say, "Yep, I did a pretty good job, didn't I, boys? I slaved over that hot stove all afternoon making that food." Mom would get so mad. Official taste officer, yeah. Not gonna say on the grounds it will incriminate me. Right, Fury? This thing actually works really well. I just wish it held a little bit more than 2,000 liters, because that ain't gonna take long to fill up.
Yeah, I do like those pull behind potato harvesters.
Yeah. Thank you for all of your help last night, Chad, in my live stream. Oh, yeah, I missed your live stream, Big A, but you all knew I was at work, though. I was trying to do my best at stopping in some, because there wasn't much I could do other than slide across town on a sheet of ice, and they didn't want me wrecking anything, so... or getting wrecked into, I should say. So I pretty much hung out at the office all night. I
Nice.
go to the office for an hour or so, then I'd leave, come back, and yeah, it was pretty nice.
Nice relaxing night.
Yeah. It was just, oh my goodness, was it slick. The streets looked like a mirror. It was horrible. It was so slick.
Yeah. The snow is one thing, and then the ice is a whole nother thing.
All right, Big A, I will try my best. My wife wants to go out tonight, which is unusual, so I'm going to take advantage of that. I think yeah, I think she knows I want to celebrate, so we're going to go out to eat tonight, and then probably go down to the brewery for a little bit, I hope. And my daughter will be back, and so she'll go with us too. I gotta look at my phone here quick, see if she's. But my son that stops into the chat occasionally when I live stream, he's not feeling very well, so he'll stay home, and we'll probably get him food and bring it home to him. Thanks, Big A. So we will have, I will tell you all, we will have one other surprise guest in here. Now, if anybody did want to join that is in the chat, you can join us. Just send me a message in Discord, but put it in the chat that you sent me a message or I won't see it because I will be too busy looking at the chat on my phone and not Discord. Enjoy, you deserve it. Thanks, buddy. Nuke that like button, everyone. Thanks, Chinook. Thanks, buddy.
Hit the donuts, everybody.
We are full. We are full. Okay. Let's back up here. I love the sound of this little John Deere. I think Rabbit Rob needs one.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he does.
I think he likes them.
Yeah, I think he does, you know. I'm colorblind, so it's not green to me.
Yeah.
I think so too, says Fury. Oh man, Rabbit Rob's pretty quiet today. He needs a whole fleet of them, says Big A. I agree.
We need a dealership.
Poor Rabbit Rob. All right, now how do I unload this? Pipe out. Oh, wow, that's kind of fancy. Okay, I must need to get the truck closer. Y'all are really funny. Did you see that, Nick?
Come on, Rob.
The only JD I like is Jack Daniels.
Yep.
Yep. That is pretty slick. That's pretty cool right there. I never used this potato mod before. Alright, you're colorblind. How did you know when someone went through a red traffic light? I just joking, Chinook. I'm not colorblind at all. Sometimes I probably wish I was, but I do like the old tractors, but JD is still yuck. Back in my bad days, Jack and Coke was my poison. Yeah, I do like a good Jack and Coke. They're pretty tasty. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but Jack Daniels.
It's a classic.
It is, but Jack Daniels is probably the one shot I will do, though. I don't like doing shots, and then everybody says, "What shot will you do?" And I said, "Jack Daniels is the only one." Then everybody's like, "Nope, I'm not buying you a shot." I said, "Okay, then." That's the easy way out of getting a shot. It works usually, because there ain't too many people that'll do a shot of Jack.
Yeah.
Now, I have a feeling that there is probably that's the door. Facts. Oh man, you're actually getting quite a bit done there. Crown Royal Maple was my go-to shot back then.
Maple.
I don't know if I've ever had the Crown Royal Maple.
Yeah, that sounds. Never heard of that one.
Right?
It was Group said that. Yeah.
I might know a maple or two, but yeah. Anyway. Nuclear caught on to that one awful fast.
I know one.
The crown apple is quite tasty, says Dirt Farmer. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I don't know. Yeah, I've had the crown apple before, but not the maple syrup one. It's good, maple
Yeah.
syrup flavor. Oh, okay, Groot. That sounds interesting.
My fiance likes that crown apple, especially for the holidays. It's nice.
Yeah.
Tasty treat.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so don't
So
forget,
how did
everybody.
your
What? Oh, sorry.
sorry.
Oh, no, okay, I'll make
Go
it
ahead,
really
Rusty.
quick. So, don't forget, everybody, that our friends DJ Goham is probably live streaming right now with the old FS News or whatever it's called. Farm Sim
Yeah.
Show. There we go. And Bruce's Gaming
Sim
will be
News.
streaming probably. So don't forget to go spread the love. Because we're going to be live here for a little while. But anyway, what were you going to say, Nuke?
Oh, I was just gonna ask about how'd your Toys for Tots go today?
Oh, so yeah, so that's why we were live already. I went and talked to the lady over at the courthouse because so all of my budget money is through the courthouse, and I shop all the money in the Toys for Tots budget I use locally and shop locally. So she is in the clerk's office busy by herself because she had one of her employees quit, and so she was going to be able to go get me toys today, help me get toys today, but with all the ice, I just told her, I said, let's just wait. And then she said that she would be in town tomorrow, so we're going to go do it tomorrow when it's a lot better outside.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's why I went live sooner than I was planning on getting to go live. So I'll probably go spend, I'll probably go spend, I bet, about $1,000 on toys and stuff tomorrow.
Nice.
All from our monetary budget. Oh, Dirt
Yeah,
Farmer.
that's
Hey,
pretty
Groot.
cool.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure I did. I remember seeing this. Chasing cats? What? I was lurking, Dirt Farmer. Didn't talk much. Was chasing cats off the tree. Is that one of those play trees that are indoors, Fury? Or are they causing troubles in the house? I'm not a big cat fan. We tried to have a cat once, and that didn't last very long. Laugh out loud. Hope you got the cats all chased, Fury. Yeah. No. Oh, the Christmas tree. Oh, having a little Christmas vacation where you at Fury Machine's house. No, my Christmas tree. My cat catches mice and takes them into the tree. Totally weird. Me and the wife just spent $250 for Toys for Tots. Usually more, but the money's tight. Oh yeah, backwoods. But any little dollar helps, my friend. So
Yeah. Yeah, they do have a Toys for Tots around me, but it's more of a military thing, I guess. for the
Oh,
Marine
yeah.
Corps.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cobbler Farms. Holy cow. Look at there, everybody. Cobbler
Gobbler.
Farms is feeling pretty good today, I think. I hope. Thanks
Yeah,
for
good to see
stopping
you,
in the live
Gobbler.
stream. Jewel the Jet. Welcome, Jewel. Brad. Welcome along, Brad. How are you doing? We got Nuclear Salmon in here with me playing live. He's over right there cutting the grass.
Hello, everybody. Here on Rusty's farm.
Yeah.
Or
That one
Grandpa's farm,
good.
actually, but
Yeah. Getting better, but not 100% still. Oh. Well, I'm glad you're at least feeling better. Okay, all gotta run. She's calling for me to try some darn food. All right, Fury. Jacob, welcome, my friend. How you doing, Jacob? We're just here on little old Woodland Dairy, is what I call it. Woodland Dairy. The first dairy farm in the family. Back home in Iowa. I don't have pictures of the real life build, so this build here is fictional. But the other farms that I have built here on No Man's Land, I have pictures from my own memory, plus some real life pictures, and help from my mother. Helped me create this. Got that Largy 19 long version. Sleeping like most of the day, really fast, tired, and out of breath. Oh no, Cobbler. Well, I hope you get better. Was trying to raid you if you can give him access to raid so he can next time. Triple D Gaming was. Oh, okay, Jewel the Jet. Well, I don't. I don't know. I gotta ask Driver 53 or somebody that would know. Because I'm sitting in my living room. Now, my PlayStation is hardwired to my internet, but my PC that I don't play games on is in the dining room. So I'm live streaming from my PlayStation and using Stream Elements as a. It's running in the background, per se. So I'm watching the stream chat on my phone. I don't know if I still can set up the raid thing or how that would work. I have no idea, to be honest. But I do appreciate wanting to try and raid or even still sending people over here. If you did, that is great. Alright, let's unload. What we usually do is we still put the channel that we're going to raid in the chat and still go raid if we don't have raid available. That's how we do it. Alright, my truck is full. Alright, so now we've got. I did. Oh, okay, cool. Cool, cool. Well, there is 18 awesome people here. on Rusty's Barnhouse chat where the coffee's hot, the donuts are delicious. Thanks, my friend. Taking it chill. Just started again doing vids. Hardly able to do one per week. Well, just take your time, Cobbler. Take your time. We'll all be here. And there's always
Yep.
videos to watch. And I really love watching your videos, so... the bake a cake, my friend, is really good. I need a coffee with extra caffeine. I'm so tired. I was really tired before lunch, and I actually came home from church this morning. And the reason I say I came home from church is because my wife is the secretary over at our church, and so I had to go over there and pick up her car and go put gas in it. And when I went back to take the car back to her, I told her I was going to go home and take a nap because I got called out last night and then got up early when she got up because she made 2 dozen rolls, a dozen caramel and a dozen frosted, and I split them up and took them to the sheriff's office in the city for my last day type thing, you know. A little treat for departure.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and so anyway, I told her I was going to come home and take a nap, and I just crawled into bed, got all comfortable, and then she called me and said that she got a doctor's appointment set up for her son. So I crawled back out of bed and took my son to the doctor. I'm kind of wide awake, so I don't know what it was. I was pretty tired for a little bit. Shaming Man Games, welcome, my friend. How are you doing, Shaming Man? And Triple D Gaming and Towboat Fish. Welcome, everybody. All right, so we are here on Woodland Dairy build. This is the Woodland Dairy right here. And then if I put that down, we'll hop out of the tractor. We'll just fly over. I ain't going to talk about each one individually again yet, but if we go this direction, we will go over here to Uncle Mark's sheep farm, which my Uncle Mark in real life raised a lot of sheep. Just in work doing 7 days, so in lurk mode. All right, Shaman Man. Smoke 82. So here's Uncle Mark's place, and Uncle Mark had a wood shop in part of his machine sheds. So I put a carpentry point over here to resemble the wood shop. But all the buildings are in the same placement you would see in real life. It's just we're using mods from the mod hub, so I can't exactly duplicate. This is Grandpa J. Hey, there is our other friend. We got our other surprise guest in here. We better hop back to the farm quick, so he can find us. Do we hear him yet? Where's he at?
Hello. Anybody there?
Hey. I think he's a count. I think he's a Polly. I think he might be Polly Count Taz. Polly Count Taz, where are you? Hey, there he is.
Hey, Rusty, how are you?
Good. Can you hear him, Nuclear?
Hey, Nuke. Nope.
Hey, Polycount. How you
No, I
doing,
can hear
Taz?
I'm doing okay. Just got on the PC. So thanks for the invite. Rusty.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. So now we
Yeah,
have
thank you, Rusty.
Polycount Taz here and Nuclear. So they're going to help us farm for a little bit, everybody. So welcome, Polycount Taz. And just don't forget to join the farm and just cycle. There he is right there. There he is.
Yep.
There is Polycount Taz. All right. Well, take a look around and hop on. We're doing a potato harvest right now. Nuclear's working on a grass harvest. So I think what we'll do, guys, is let's turn this to hay. We'll make some hay bales.
Here we go.
I think you can pretty much find equipment. It's pretty easy. The baler is in the big old barn, big old brown barn over there. There goes Alien Jim.
Did I miss him? Where'd he go?
Yeah, so let's bail this piece up here. And all right, sounds good.
I'll continue doing the mowing real quick. I'm almost
Okay.
done.
Sounds good. What did I all miss here? Thank everybody welcoming Polycount Taz. Towboat's got a phone call. Okay. Do appreciate everybody being here today or stopping by this little celebration stream. As I am no longer a officer in uniform. All right, we need to back into John Deere and harvest some more potatoes. This is gonna take a little bit of time. It's all right. That's why I only made the field this size and not any bigger.
Oh, you got lots of help today, Rusty.
Right? Yeah. Celebrate good times. Yeah. Celebrate good times. Just remember, if there's anybody in the chat that wants to join us, you are welcome to join, but you must send me a Discord message and as well put a message in the live stream chat that you have sent me a Discord message, and I will send you the information to come join us. There just is a lot of mods, so if you're on PC, you won't have a problem, but if you're on console, there is a lot of mods in the save. Farmer Tech, what's going on? And I'll just hop out of this right here. I'll take a look. My daughter sent me a message. Sorry about that, everybody. She had to stop in a town not far away and clean off her windshield. She can't see very good, so her windshield wipers must not be. Her windshield wiper fluids probably froze up, I suppose. All right, let's. All right, let me go back to here now. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm back. Welcome back, Towboat buddy. see ya later, all. Have a great one. Gonna try and edit one video. All right, Cobbler. Have fun editing.
Take care, Cobbler. I see it now.
Now we might, if you guys go to bale, that Massey Ferguson doesn't hook up very well to that baler, so we might have to switch tractors around. And you guys can take this John Deere if you want, and I'll use that Massey over here then. It does hook up to that Fiat tractor if you want to use the old Fiat to bale.
Okay. Yeah, I think, Taz, do you want to bail, or do you want me to bail it?
I see a wild Taz in the field. You do, Tobo? Yep, Polycount Taz is here with us too. He's standing over there in the middle of that field. He's watching nuclear.
Making sure I'm doing a good job.
Crikeys.
Yeah, I took your farm all. I love this farm all.
Oh, yeah.
To do the tedding, at least.
Oh, yep. Ooh, and a wild salmon out of the water. What?
There we go. So what needs to be done?
Nuclear is tedding the field, so if you want to windrow it behind him, then we'll bale it too. The fish out of water, says Farming Critter.
That they have pushed the tow button activated right now.
There should be a Massey tractor somewhere, Polycount Taz, and there's a Fiat tractor.
And there should be a windrower somewhere.
Yeah, the windrower is sitting over here in this open bale shed by the Hessian silo, by the Hessian fermenting silo, I should say. Over there to your left. There you go,
Okay,
straight ahead of you. Alright, we're full again. I like this little potato harvester thing. I just wish it held more than 2,000 liters.
It almost looks like when the garbage truck picks up the dumpster and
Right?
dumps it in.
Yeah. Yeah, if it held like 5,000, that'd be really nice. 5,000 liters, that'd be really nice.
Yeah.
Always wishing for something, though, seems like.
Never satisfied.
Right?
I see a Taz.
There's a Taz and a nuclear. It's a nuclear Taz.
Well, that's something new.
Rusty nuclear Taz.
Too hot, too cold, too wet, too dry. So how was work, Taz?
It was quite easy actually. There wasn't too much work. So you know the last hour of the shift goes really slow.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember what is it. What work do you do, if you don't mind sharing?
Working at plastic parts factory.
Plastic parts factory?
Registering, yeah,
Okay.
registering production to the storage,
Oh, okay.
packing it up.
Sounds like a
So
project for one of the
we are
modders.
making plastic parts for various brands.
Oh, okay.
Okay, seen some hay in this grass of the bound.
That tractor does look like it handles that pretty well, Nuclear, huh?
Yeah, it works pretty good. I love this. This is the M, but the H is pretty good too.
Yeah, I haven't really had to really use them yet, so I couldn't decide on Windrow and Teddy, so I just used base game. There's a couple that I
Yeah.
like, but the one that I like for Windrow and Teddy, and it's kind of oversized for what I'm doing here. You know,
Yeah,
unless I
no,
use,
the 4-star works pretty good.
yeah. Well, I use that. Well, I'll just show the chat. This is the Windrow and Teddy I usually like to use for small equipment farming because it's cheap, and it's a pack. Oh, where's it at? Oh, I might have it shut off. I have it shut off because then you guys would have had to install it. Duh. Yeah, okay, never mind. That won't work. Can't show you. Yeah, but there's a Windrow and Teddy that are together as one, and they're really cheap. They only cost like, oh, it's like
I
$1,200 a
might know
piece or
that.
something. But they Windrow and Teddy like 7 meters across. I can't remember what the name of that mod is.
Actually, I really like that class round baler that was released this week. For a small farm, it's a very good example.
Cloth round baler,
Wow.
what?
There goes Alien Jim.
Is he flying over again? Yeah, I know, Farmer Tech, I'm full again. I know. It's just eating my potatoes, ain't it? That's alright. It doesn't take long for it to get full, Farmer Tech, and then it's hard for me to realize I'm full. DJ's pointing the finger.
What about the baler?
I do the same thing. Right?
I
I
guess
really?
you didn't hear what I was saying.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
told that I really like that glass baler, the round one with what was released this week.
Oh, the one that was released this week. Okay, I'll have to check that one out. I haven't really looked at that one.
It takes like 60 horsepower, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one that we got here, but I chose that one because of the horsepower.
Yeah, for balers I'm really picky about the pickup. It has to go along the surface of the ground for me.
Oh, yeah.
I think this
I
one
like these
it
ones.
has a rigid one.
Thanks, Tobo.
That's interesting option of the tractor you have here, Nuclear.
Yeah, it's a little hard to handle. I think maybe the windrows are a little bit too high. I'm not sure.
At least that makes me be able to keep up with you.
See, I like that baling setup right there. Ooh, I can see why that might be a little difficult, nuclear. Now,
No, it's putting in work, but it looks really nice. Like it does look really nice. Um,
yeah.
it's almost like I'm slipping on ice, Rusty. You brought your ice into the game.
You know, how's that old saying
Oh,
go? It's not every day you see something, you know, and it's not every day you see a track Fiat pulling a baler.
nope.
Heck, the baler's about bigger than your tractor.
Yeah. Might weigh more too. I don't know.
Here, we'll do you a favor. Cause I'd like to see how that handles over on this thing.
Oh, I thought I released it.
We'll switch you
Now I see
tractors.
what we're gonna use to handle the bales.
There we go.
Oh yeah, congratulations on your retirement, Rusty, and good luck on the new. Thanks, Hoss. Some of the wild things you see. Right, Critter? This is the perfect speed for the potato harvester. I'll see y'all next year. It'd probably kill my potatoes.
I guess you're gonna harvest your mashed potatoes now.
Harvest mashed potatoes, yeah. Sounds like them tracks need some grease, right, Tobo? That's the other thing about this potato harvester. Haven't quite figured out. I should probably watch Looney the Farm Guy's video on this thing. Ooh, wow, this is kind of squirrely. Is this harvester pickup thing? I would think that would swing out a little bit, so then my tractor's not driving on what I'm trying to harvest.
Let's
And
see.
I haven't quite figured out. Maybe if I hop off of here, nuclear or Taz. Am I missing something about how that operates? There we go. Yeah, what didn't I do? You just did it right there, I think.
But it's the control on the tractor itself, not on the
Oh, it's
harvester.
on the tractor. Okay, that's what I didn't
Yeah,
find it.
it's moving the hitch around.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh,
but
sorry.
I don't see any other controls over it.
Oh,
That's
That
cool.
might
that's on.
help.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see that now on the tractor. Okay, yeah, yeah, that would probably help. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all the work stops.
There we
There's a
go.
little seat
Oh,
right
yeah.
here too.
Yeah, that's the other thing. After you popped in, Nuke, I'm like, oh my goodness, why did I not have you guys
Oh shit, actually.
turn on the Kubota pack?
Oh yeah.
I didn't even think about it.
Well, I wonder if that would work with it.
I mean, I don't know what would and what
Yeah.
mods I have would and what don't. I don't pay attention. I haven't really messed with the Kubota pack too much.
Yeah. It is a nice addition they added.
It is, yeah. That's a whole lot better. Then I'm not driving over the crop, except for when I go to turn around.
It feels like I'm gonna be under the weather very soon.
You're gonna be under the weather.
Yeah. It feels like the throat starts to act up.
Oh, yeah. My one of my boys has been sick the last 2 or 3 days. Hey, Graham. Welcome, Graham. I missed you there in the chat. I don't know who else I missed here. Jewel the Jet, Farmer Tech
Alright.
51.
At
Everybody,
least I
welcome
have
along.
plenty of room here to turn around.
Oh, yeah. But
Well,
this.
I will be right back in a minute, Rusty.
Okay.
Now
There we
this
go.
being on the Friday night instead of Saturday made it easier for me.
Hey, now there's some
I
potatoes
seriously
still.
don't know why I was thinking about Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know. There's still some potatoes right there on the ground hiding. Yeah, it's not, it's pretty, sway when I, harvest with this tractor on this thing, too. Too much weight for the little tractor. There we go.
But I see Luke moving around.
Yeah, he had to, I don't know. He was gonna be right
Yeah,
back.
I'm back.
He's back. Oh, wow, you guys already got 4 bales off of that. Wow, that's more than I thought I'd get off of there.
Yeah, your fields are yielding pretty good.
Yeah, LC's Gaming oh, man. I can't talk. LC's Gaming Edition, not Addiction. Welcome, LC. How are you doing, buddy? A one-row harvester. I admire your tenacity. Thanks, Graham. It's really not that bad, Graham. I'm full again, though, but it's really not that bad. It'd be even better if it would just hold more. It only holds 2,000 liters. If it held like 5 or 6,000, that'd be really nice. Now, I could get those wishes if I just go on PC, but I'm not on PC. Fully not allowed. Okay. I just want to put the pipe out wrong butt end. There we
Yeah,
go.
so how's the things are going on your new job?
I start on Tuesday.
Are you still not starting yet?
No, my last day at police department was last night.
Oh, did you had a party?
No. Yeah, I partied by sliding around town on the ice. Because we had an
What?
ice storm last night. Jake, welcome, buddy. How you doing? Hey, being a policeman.
No, Nuke doesn't have any patience whatsoever.
Yeah, LC, I've been a police officer in Nebraska for 22 years. And I have taken a new career. I am going to be a parts man. I'll be in the parts department at the local Case dealership about a half mile south of town, where my son is also learning to be a mechanic. And it's the same tractor dealership that my late father-in-law worked at. I'm good. I have 1.5 hours left of work. Hey, that's always good, Jake. Having 1.5 hours left to work. Man, this tractor here, it must not like much weight hooked up to it. My dad was in the Navy for 9 years and an officer for 6, I think. Oh, okay, LC. Cool. Cool, cool.
Hey, Taz.
Hey, we're about half done with the potato field.
Yeah, we should be able to trade you tractors here pretty soon.
All right.
Unless you want to use that guy.
Nah, it don't matter to me. I'm getting along fine. I'm doing all right.
Okay.
So,
I
anybody
can
new
give
in
you
here?
Massey if you want to.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. We are on my grandpa's farm build that I built with mods from the Mod Hub. And this farm that we're on right now is called Woodland Dairy, which was the very first dairy farm in my family in real life. On my dad's mom's side of the family. I see a Farmer Tech 51 rubbing it in. What's he rubbing in? Oh, 35 minutes left to go of work. And we also have Grandpa JR's farm here, Grandpa Carl's farm, Uncle Mark's farm, Great Uncle Jack's farm shop, and all of those builds here on the game save. Then we got Polycount Taz checking the field. He is test plotting it down there on the ground. Oh, let's empty into Polycount Taz. Should we empty into him? We're not quite full, but we could sure dump. He's got to get pretty close to us, though. Back to work for me. 1 hour to go. See ya. All right, Graham, we'll see you, buddy. There you go, Taz. All right, we are good to go. Thanks, buddy. So, I'm curious. Let's see here, everybody. Let's see what a worker's going to do, and I'll float across to a couple of the other farms so you can see the other farm layouts. Let's see what a worker's going to do here. And the worker is going to farm. All right, good deal. All right, well, let's go over here to Uncle Mark's sheep farm. My Uncle Mark liked raising sheep, so here is Uncle Mark's farm. Let's get rid of, whoops, sorry, wrong button, everybody. Let's put that back down, and I want to shut that off and then go back into here. So, here is Uncle Mark's farm. Like I said, he liked raising sheep, and so the sheep were attached. The sheep pen was attached to the big red barn. Actually, his barn is white, but I couldn't change the color of that to white. And then he had his machine sheds over here, pretty much in the same exact shape that we got here. And at this end of the machine shed, he has a wood shop. Now, he makes kitchen cabinets and cupboards and all kinds of stuff for people and sells them. And then, of course, there's their house and their garage, and the silo sat over here. And my daughter's home. My daughter's home, everybody.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, there she is right there, throwing down her bags. You're fine. And of course, Murphy's all excited. You saw him back there because she's home, because he hasn't seen her for a while. But okay, so that's Uncle Mark's farm. Now if we go this way, here is Grandpa Carl's farm over here. Or Grandpa Carl's, Grandpa JR's. You can have kitchen counter and table production. No, LC, that is real life. That's what he does in real life. I wish I could here. Favor farming, but here is Grandpa JR's farm. My Grandpa JR was very, how do you want to say it? He was the brains in the family, pretty much. You know, he found a lot of ways to do farming by using what you had on your land, I guess, and what you could do in farming to go even bigger. I guess he knew that one corn cob would produce a certain amount of heat. And if you put a pile of corn cobs together, you got a lot of heat. Well, my grandpa built a still on the farm and produced ethanol and made the first legal quart size of ethanol on the family farm. And there was a quart of it sitting on the governor's desk in the state of Iowa back in the late 1970s, 1981, 82, somewhere around there. So this is his farm right here. So their house sat over here. There was a big church bell on a brick foundation out front that us kids always rang and drove Grandpa nuts. And then they had a 2-car garage, but I put a storage shed right there. They had a machine shed that faced this direction, just like you see here. And then over here was a corn crib. So I got an old brick barn resembling that. And then we have another shed right there for storage. But this is the part of the silo system and the ethanol, where he produced the ethanol on the farm. I'm getting a PC for Christmas. Cool, Jacob. So I chose the Granger Silo because of the decorations on the inside to resemble the still. So right there, we're cooking some ethanol, but our ethanol is actually going to be produced over here at the mod that produces ethanol. It's just that this big ethanol mod that you can find in the mod hub, I wasn't going to place on the farm. That takes up too much room. I wish I knew what my great-grandpa's farm looked like. Ooh, LC, yep. I'm the second oldest grandkid on that side of the family. So across from this silo and ethanol area, he had he had two animal pens, one for pigs and one for cows. But because I wanted to have pigs on other locations here on this game save, I put all cows on this farm. And so you had a big white barn, which this is red, and on both sides of the barn were cows and pigs. And this feeding system, this silo system right here, where the ethanol was also produced, this side of the building was an automated feeding system that my grandpa built on a conveyor belt, and it shovel bucketed little buckets. I mean, little square buckets. Were on a huge conveyor belt that went all the way to the ceiling, down to the floor, and they scooped up the byproduct from the ethanol, and it moved it over to the cattle yard over here, where we will have cattle at some point. And then he had an old chicken coop back here, and then another storage shed back right here. So the placement of all these buildings is what you would see in real life on the farm. It's just that we can't replicate the exact design. Now if we go this way, we'll go over here to Great Uncle Jack's and Aunt Kareen's. And my great Uncle Jack really wasn't a farmer, but he knew a lot about mechanics. And so this is their property right here. And so he had a workshop where he fixed all farm equipment for farmers in the area. And Aunt Kareen loved gardening and also did piano lessons. And then he had a pasture area, a small little pasture area, which was fenced off. And here I don't have this field fenced off, but at some time or another, there was always horses, cows, horses or cattle in it, depending on who he had renting the little pasture. And then if we go down the road away from Uncle Jack's, then we go to Grandpa Carl's on my mom's side of the family. And Grandma Bev had a garden across from the house, and which this also was a pasture area right here that was fenced off in real life, and here I don't have the fence around it. And at one time or another in my mom's childhood, they had horses, cows, and chickens inside this pasture. The house sat right here with a two-car detached garage and also a single-car garage. And then behind it, in my mom's childhood, she remembers an old chicken shed and hog shed. So my mom actually chose those two little decorative sheds just to resemble that. And then across from there was a silage bunker for the cattle. And my grandpa Carl had a lot of cattle and pigs, but also had a trucking company and hauled grain for other farmers. So off of the barn here, all of this back here, all of this went around the hog barn, and this was full of cows all the way over here to where we actually have our cow barn in the game. And then right next to the cows was a hog shed right here. And right behind that hog shed, right next to the white barn, was a machine shed with a shop in it. And this one does have a shop in it. My mom chose this building pack to resemble those buildings. And then on the same property was another house location with another two-car detached garage right next to it. And the house faced this direction. I actually grew up in this little house in part of my little childhood. And across from that house was a couple of storage sheds. And then over here was a silo area with an old corn crib, which I don't have a corn crib. That's just a brick barn from the mod hub. But that's what that all resembles right there. And then this is fictional right here. I added this in to store trucks in once I get bigger trucks. in this Let's Play. So that's a little bit about Grandpa's Farm 22 here on FS22 on No Man's Land. I started this Grandpa's Farm build back on No Man's Land in FS19, and a lot of people found my channel through building Grandpa's Farm back on No Man's Land in FS19. But this is much bigger here in 22 than it was in FS19. So that's just a little bit about it. Now this farm over here where we're actually farming the ground, this is what was called Woodland Dairy. And my uncle, Mark, that has the sheep farm, he told me that on my grandma's side of the family, on my dad's side, her parents started the first dairy farm where they actually had the milk in the old jars, and I can't think of the name of them, that were brought into town on horse carriage. Well, my aunt that we went and visited back in September up in Wisconsin, she has a little storage case about like that size that has the only one set of original doors, glass doors, that were on the horse carriage that hauled the milk. So that is part of what is left of what was Woodland Dairy in the family. So this is just a fictional build because I don't have any pictures. My uncle doesn't know what it looks like at all. So this was just a fictional build of what Woodland Dairy looked like back then. We'll have cows and chickens on here. That's it. And then I'm thinking about adding my Uncle Marty's farm. My Uncle Marty was a hog farmer, but I haven't built that yet. Well, that's just what we're doing here and celebrating the fact that I left law enforcement yesterday. Was my last shift in law enforcement for 22 years, and now I'll be following a new career in the ag field at a local case dealership here in my area of Nebraska. So we're just celebrating here, doing a little farming with Polycount Taz and Nuclear Salmon and you all in the chat. What is the worker doing? I don't know what these two yahoos are doing. One is dancing on the harvester. See, now they laugh. Now they know we're watching. It's getting hard to react to you in all chats, so laugh out loud. Oh, that's okay. So yeah, that's what we're doing, but we'll probably only be live here for about another 20 minutes, everybody, because my wife's getting off work early today, so hard to find good people. Hard to find good help. Oh, sorry, yeah, hard to find good help. All right.
Hey, we got the bales in the barn for you.
Hey, good deal. Hey, if somebody wants to, you are more than willing to take a tractor or whatever and the animal transport and go get me a couple of cows to get started. And you can buy a liquid tank. Buy a liquid tank from the store too, because I don't got nothing for milk or. And I can't remember if that cow barn needs water. Can't remember that. What'd you say, Taz? Sorry.
Where the potato goes.
Oh, I put them in the silo. The silo on this farm. It's same building that's where the harvester's parked in. Nope, that's not the silo. It's a silo building over in front of or behind Nuclear.
Yeah, over by me, Taz. I'll drive into it.
I will find it eventually.
Bruce is live. Yeah, LC, I know Bruce is live. Yep. I'm a really good friend of Bruce LC, so he knew I was going to be doing this, had this all planned a few days ahead of time. So I don't usually try and stream over Bruce, but I also have a real life this week has been a mess. So I've been streaming at different times than what usually I do stream. So yeah, I've known Bruce LC. Bruce and I have been friends for over 2 years or more. There was a challenge. There was a challenge created back on Mercury Farms in FS19 called Jethro's Animal Challenge that was all over YouTube. And that was one of the first challenges that was created in my Facebook group. I'm the creator of the Facebook group called Farming Simulator Challenges. It's all good, Rusty. Farm Sim love. Thanks, Chad. Thanks, buddy. So I've known Bruce for a long time. I've known Polycount Taz for a long time too, just never really talked to him because I didn't know. Didn't know he played the game. I just knew he made mods.
Yeah, I play the game more than I make mods.
Yeah. But our friend Polycount. Yeah. Our friend Polycount Taz here, though, everybody that's playing the game with us, don't forget he is the creator of the self-made weight mod, which I don't remember if I have that turned on this game save. Do I have the self-made weight in here? Yeah, we do. So Polycount Taz that's with us is the creator of this mod, everybody, right here. This is an awesome mod that I got to be honest, I didn't use in FS19. I didn't know much about it. But I also didn't know Looney the Farm Guy then. And thanks to Looney the Farm Guy, I use a lot of different mods now. I'm back. Alright, well, welcome back. I'm lost. I turned around the wrong direction. Should have turned around the other way. Man, we sure didn't get very far on this field, did I? I wonder if I can be talented enough, or if it would do it very good, if I had a tractor and a tipper and he just drove right beside me.
Well, there is a seat on this.
Yeah, there's a seat right there, isn't there? Somebody can sit there and tell us what to do.
Script in base game.
Potatoes are not my favorite crop to harvest. Oh, I don't mind them, LC. I don't mind them. There's a lot better mods to potato harvest in 22 than there was in 19. In 19, there wasn't many options. Here in 22, there's a few different options. What I usually like to do, LC, for potatoes. Here, Taz, you want to harvest a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead. Let Taz harvest a little bit. I'll show you what I usually like to use. What I usually like to use, LC, as I know you have it turned on. For small farming...
I just jumped into the tractor and going sideways already.
Yeah, it's a little touchy. It's a little touchy. I like to use this Grimmy pack. So I like to use these things right here that toss the potatoes on the ground and then use a front loader on a tractor or a wheel loader or a telehandler or something and pick up all the potatoes off the field with a shovel bucket. That's a lot of work, but I like doing it that way and harvest the potatoes out with these right here. And there's 3 different ones of them in the Grimmy pack. And then there's the big one right here. I like the tool height adjustment. I like the tool height adjustment too. I also like, oh, who made it? Who made the Colossus Harvester? Had that update to the large potato and sugar beet harvester for Colossus. I like that one too. Hey, look at what we got going on here. Look at what we got going on here. There's Nuclear Salmon hauling a couple of cows in. The old farm all in. Look at that. He's doing such a good job.
I try.
If you like what you see, hit the like and subscribe. But thanks, favorite.
I guess Nuclear is doing a better job at bringing the livestock into the farm than I'm doing at harvesting.
Yeah, you should kind of see Taz operate this tractor over here. He knows how to do the twist and shout, Nuclear. The old
Come
twist,
on, baby.
baby.
Right.
Come
Come
on.
on, baby. Let's do that twist.
And it goes like this.
Nyrix Metro, how are you doing? Oh, are you full? I didn't know if you're full or not. Oh, not close enough yet, am I? There we go. Sweet. Let's go put these in the silo.
I'm gonna
What?
try to turn down the steering sensitivity right now. Maybe that will help.
Yeah, that or you can use a different tractor to do that with. There's a couple of tractors available. Dump out our potatoes. Oh, camera collision. I hate that. We can keep an eye on Nuclear unloading the cows there.
I'm too far in for the trigger. There we go.
There they go.
Whoops.
You can go.
Okay.
I'll get your gate for you.
Yeah, so the cows don't get out.
Yeah, right? We don't want those cows running away. Kind of like Rob's grandma is always running away. Can never find her. Let's see if we can do this, Taz. I won't hit you. Try not to hit you. See if it'll let you keep going and me follow. Oh yeah, it does. It
Shouldn't
does.
work like that, but
Salmon, the nuke. Yeah, Nuclear Salmon's in the house, Nyrix. So is Polycount Taz. I think I found Nuclear's favorite tractor, or Taz's favorite tractor, Nuclear.
Yeah,
That
sure.
Fiat.
Yeah, sure.
Well, it's better when I turned on the sensitivity of the steering
Oh,
wheel.
yeah, that could be it. I don't remember. Do I have, I don't think I have anything to fertilize with yet either. Need something to fertilize with, I think. Let's get, I'm gonna get this thing right here. I've never used this. I'm kind of interested in using it. Why not? We'll put everything on there we can put on there. Have a great rest of your stream, Rusty. Have to get ready for Christmas. All right, we'll see you, Big 8. Have a great time at the Christmas party. Main color. Oh, yeah, why not? Rim color. Yeah, we'll buy that like that. Let's try this one out. We'll go pick that up. Oh, I'm gonna make our friend's farm and farm sim. He has a horse. Yeah, go for it, LC. That's why I did this. I did this mainly for something different, and then to kind of get other people to use a little bit more creativity. Not that you see everything decorated and a bunch of terrain changes, but just use a little bit of creativity and put your mind at work and rebuild a farm that's in your family and have fun. Oh, I should have grabbed the Massey while I went down here to pick this up. The Massey at least goes 22 or 24 miles an hour, I think. This goes 16. I don't think you're supposed to look at any of those boxes. Oh, there's a whole bunch. You just got to tape them together, probably. So we got a bunch of packages in the mail, for Christmas, and they're kind of all sitting back there. The wife's got to do some gift wrapping, and the kids keep, asking about all the boxes. All my kids are old enough that they know what's going on, but you all been there, done that, I'm sure. They want Christmas to happen already. But our house isn't very big, so there isn't a lot of room. What? Okay. Okay. Alright, let's go. See how this thing works. I don't think this has got a very big spread on it, but I have never used it. And Looney the Farm Guy had a nice little video on it in his mod reviews, so I thought for small farming I would take a look. Yeah, Triple D, that's kind of it. My daughter got home from college, and so she loves Christmas. She loves Christmas. But what kids don't like Christmas?
Not a kid. Every time we go to a birthday party, he thinks it's his birthday party.
All right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, no, those presents are for him or her, you know, they're not
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah. Chad says, even though he is no longer an active law enforcement officer, our friendly Rusty still loves those donuts on that like button. Thanks, Chad. I do love my donuts, and I'll never hate donuts. So, you know, drop me a tasty one
Who
on the like button, everybody.
who hates donuts?
Yeah. And Nuclear, you bought the liquid tank I was hoping you'd buy, because that was another one that
Yeah,
I installed that Looney gave a good review on, haven't used yet.
it looks really nice. Let's see, do you have a water trigger on the farm?
Yeah, you went by it.
Oh,
It's out on the outside front by the windmill.
okay, like a well out there.
Yep.
I'll wait for you to come through. Forgot about that little shortcut.
Yeah, well, I need to get some fertilizer out of the silo. I got a little bit of fertilizer and lime in the silo and some seed. I'm sure there will be a fair amount of coffee and donuts in the Case IH break room. Well, there will be Tuesday, CBW, because Mrs. Money is making another 24 homemade rolls. Oh, I gotta unfold it? This requires an unfold? What's the unfold on this one?
I
Ah!
think it puts down the wheel for the belt system on it.
It opens
Or
a
no,
little
it opens the
door
belt.
on the back side. That's kinda cool. Ooh, yeah, that's not a very big spread.
And the belt on the bottom being driven from the wheels. So
Oh, okay. Ooh, but you do fertilize at 11 mile an hour though. That's pretty good pace for a small operation. Not too bad. Doesn't look like it uses a lot either. Rusty asked Nuke to say boom for me. Nuke, you're supposed to say boom.
Boom! Boom! Smash that donut button. Let's see. I don't think these, I think they have water automatically.
Yeah, they might. Yeah. I mean, you should be able to see that once you put the cows in. I just don't remember.
Yeah, there's
You know,
no water trigger for this
yeah.
one.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I think that tank you bought though hauled milk though too, didn't it?
Yeah, but it's full
Yeah,
of water
yeah.
right now.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. You could haul the water and go sell it or store it in the
Oh,
silo.
you can sell water?
Yeah, you can sell water to sell everything, mod. You can probably sell water down at Alien Jim's store too. And the sell everything point is over at Great Uncle Jack's mechanic shop. I think I got it as Calhoun All Sales or something like that. Yeah, so I think everybody, we'll probably end it here, and I'm gonna enjoy a little time with these guys and that are here with me in game. But if you all would drop me a tasty one on that like button, which is better known by myself as a cop battery and by you all people as delicious donut. Don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts with all your friends and family by sharing the videos and the live streams from the channel. But for myself, RustyMoney, we will see you all on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one. And don't forget to go over and say hi to Bruce's Gaming. But thanks, Smoke82, Dirt Farmer, Nyrex Metro, Driver 53. Oh my goodness. Who else? Towboat Fish, Triple D Gaming, LC's Gaming Edition, Big A, Famer Farming, Farmer Tech 51, Polycount Taz, Nuclear Salmon, Graham, Jake. Thanks everybody. Jewel the Jet, thank you. Backwoods, thank you. Thanks everybody. We'll see you all later. Have a good one.